Thank you. I'm Mr. Lehner. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Mr. Lehner's Math Extravaganza. In today's episode, we're going to attack multiplying mixed numbers. Don't worry though, we'll be very cordial with the mixed numbers as we work with them. And yes, that was a making meaning word. Let's jump into this bad boy. When we multiply our mixed numbers, you change the mixed numbers into improper fractions, then multiply the numerators together, multiply the denominators together, and simplify your fractions or mixed numbers. It's very similar to yesterday when we talked about how to multiply fractions. Here's our 4 steps. Turn your mixed numbers into improper fractions, multiply the numerators, multiply the denominators, and then simplify our fractions or mixed numbers in our final form. So, just like yesterday with the 3 steps, the last 3 are still the same. We've now just added one extra step in the front, which is turning those mixed numbers into the improper fractions. Let's look at some example problems. In our first example problem, we have 3 2/5 times 1 2/3. As I look in this problem, step 1 said that we needed to turn these into improper fractions. Some of you call this the backward C. To turn this into an improper fraction, I must do 5 times 3, which is 15, plus a 2, which gives me 17. My denominator stays the same. It becomes 17 over 5. On this side, I'm going to turn this mixed number to an improper fraction. 3 times 1 is 3, plus the 2 becomes 5. This becomes 5/3. So I just did step 1. I took my mixed numbers and I turned them into improper fractions. Step 2 now is to multiply our numerators. Step 3, multiply our denominators. And then we're going to simplify our fractions. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm not all about multiplying 17 times 5. I'd rather cross cancel in this problem. I can't cross cancel the 3 and the 17, but I can cross cancel with my 5s here. If I circle these 2 5s, I know that 5 goes into 5 one time, 5 goes into 5 one time. I'd much rather multiply 17 times 1. 17 times 1 becomes 17, and 1 times 3 becomes 3. Now I still have an improper fraction, so this is where I have to simplify my problem here and turn this into a mixed number. I asked myself, how many times does 3 go into 17? Well, I know that 3 times 5 is 15, and that's going to be less than 17. So it's going to go in 5 times with 2 left over, and my denominator stays the same. So my final answer to this problem is going to be 5 2/3. Again, a quick review. I started with my mixed numbers. I turned them into improper fractions. I realized I could cross cancel, so I cross canceled. Then I multiplied my numerators. I multiplied my denominators, and then I simplified my problem. Let's try another example. Okay. In this problem, we have 1 3/5 times 2 5/6. Same thing, let's get back into that, changing these mixed numbers around. 5 times 1 is 5, plus 3 is 8. My denominator stays the same. Bring this bad boy down. Take a look at this guy over here. 6 times 2 is 12, plus 5, 17 again. And my denominator stays the same. So, when I look at this problem, I did my first step again. I always look to cross cancel. 5 and 17, there's no number that goes into both 5 and 17 except for 1, so they're going to stay the same. But I know that 6 and 8 are both even numbers, so I know that 2 goes into each one. 2 goes into 6 3 times, 2 goes into 8 4 times. Now I can multiply across. 4 times 17, it's kind of a bigger number. Use your mental math. 4 times 10 becomes 40, and 4 times 7 is 28. 28 plus 40 becomes 68. On my denominators, 5 times 3 becomes 15. So I have a pretty big number here in my improper fraction. But I gotta ask myself, how many times does 15 go into 68? Well, I know that 4 times 15 is 60. So 15 goes into 68 4 times. There's gonna be 8 left over, and my denominator stays the same. Now I look, there's no number that goes into both 8 and 15 except for 1. So this is my answer in simplest form, 4 and 8 over 15. Alright, it's that fun point again in the video where you get to pause it, get your paper, get your pencil, take a look at this next problem. I want you guys to try it at home, and then we'll compare it with what I came up with, and we'll see if I could stump you guys. Your problem that I'd like you to try is 2 4/5 times 3 1/3. Get with it. Alright, let's take a look. Step 1 again. We've got to change these guys around. 5 times 2 is 10, plus 4 is 14. This becomes 14 over 5. Times 3 times 3 is 9, plus 1 is 10. 10 over 3. Now again, I'm going to look to cross cancel here. There's nothing that goes into both 3 and 14, but I know a number that goes into 5 and 10. Hopefully you noticed that as well too. 5 goes into 5 1 time. 5 goes into 10 2 times. So 14 times 2 becomes 28. Think of it like the Bears scoring 4 touchdowns in a game. 28 points. And I do 1 times 3, which is 3. Now I got to turn my improper fraction around. I know that 3 times 9 is 27, so this becomes 9. There's going to be 1 left over. This becomes 9 1/3. Hopefully you were able to get that answer as you were going through. If you didn't understand it, make sure you go back, take a look at some practice problems. But overall, this is what your problem should look like. If you multiplied across, you would have gotten 140 over 15, and you still would have ended up with 9 1/3. That method is okay too. Again, it's whatever works best with you guys. I'd like to thank you again for tuning in to another wonderful episode, and as always, we'll see you next time.